back to the MVP podcast, the People Show, where we talk about the most valuable players in the world of sports. My name is B-Man. I'm here with Nayim, the dream. And Nayim, the unthinkable has actually happened. The unthinkable.
It's ridiculous.
Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
10 La Ligas, 4 Champions Leagues, 6 Copa del Reys, 3 Club World Cups, 3 European Super Cups, 6 Ballon d'Ors. God knows how many goals he scored. Bro, do you know what it smells like?
It smells like he's won a lot.
It smells like the goats, okay? That's what it smells like. But he handed in his transfer request. He's sick and tired of what's going on in Barcelona, in the new camp. So my first question to you is, do you really believe this?
The more I'm reading, and don't forget, this is very, very fresh. Like, this just got announced last night. We're here, emergency podcast, breaking news podcast. Yeah. So this just got announced yesterday. It's very fresh. The more I'm reading, the more I'm seeing the stories about Koeman said, look, enough's enough. I don't want you here, blah, blah, blah. Privileges are over. Or the stories about whatever Koeman said, Messi didn't like. Now there's more stories this morning. He's decided he wants to go and play for Pep at Man City, and that's the only option. So the more this breaks, there's going to be more stories. But the more it breaks, I'm starting to feel like this is true. Because, bro, when you're earning £1 million plus a week and you're on 70 million for a year, just from salaries, yeah, 70 plus million, whatever it is, like, it's not a money play, is it? You've got more money than anybody else.
No.
It can't be a money play. What else can it be? I genuinely think he's finished.
You know what? As we're both Man United fans, right? And
yeah.
we've had to sit on we got the brunt end of or let's say the sharp end of the transfer market, where we have numerous players that have said that they were going to leave, and we to them, and it turned out to be something completely different. For example, Sergio Ramos.
Yeah.
He also handed in his transfer request. With him, it turned out he wanted more money. I don't know if it's possible because of the fair play rule, but I think this is a statement to say, if you do not sign someone quickly, look at how far I've taken it now. I've handed in the transfer request. I am willing to walk away, either do something now or it's game over.
I think it's a very, very, very dangerous game to play, though, because I feel like people are resigning. Like the president of Barcelona resigned yesterday. Like in the early hours of the morning or late last night, he resigned as Jose, whatever his name is, Bartholomew or something.
Bartomeu.
Yeah, that guy. He resigned last night. Some of the board resigned last night. So although I agree it could very well be another Spanish ploy, because a lot of these things happen in Spain. And it's the English clubs that get fooled, especially Man United being one of them. But I think it's bigger than that. I genuinely believe if there was ever a time Messi was leaving, it's now. I think he's 33. He's at the tail end of his career. I don't know why he would want to go to England at this stage. But the greatness that is Messi, he probably wants to prove it one last time in the biggest league in the world. But it's a crazy move because, like Danny said yesterday, can he go and do it on Stoke on a Tuesday night, a cold Tuesday night? There's going to be a lot of cold Tuesday nights in the Premier League. Yeah. You're getting kicked and bruised But I think if there's someone that could do it and that had the determination to do it, he'd be the guy. And I think he's going to go.
If he does go, I would find it extremely hard. I wouldn't be able to fathom the idea that he would come to the Premier League. I don't think there's any attraction for him here, considering that his style of football and the style of football played over here really clashes. So when we were talking in the group last night, it was you actually, as a matter of fact, that said it makes more sense for him to go to Italy or to France, where the football is a little bit easier, where you're guaranteed a little bit more for minimal effort, so that you can then focus on the one thing that seems to be on Messi's mind, which is the Champions League. Now, do I agree with that? I've been saying for years that I would love to see him in England to see what he can prove. Is it a 33-year-old version of him that I want to see in the Premier League? And the answer is no. I don't want him anywhere near.
But that same 33-year-old got 25 goals and 25 assists or something last year. This year.
Yeah, his stats are unbelievable. But I don't think he'll be able to replicate that just as easily in a league that's too foreign to him. He'd have to recalibrate everything. That first season won't go like the last 15 have. They won't.
That's true.
Too much of a shift.
That's true, but I think poor Lionel Messi will still get 30 goals and 15 assists.
In the Premier League? I don't think so.
No, not in the Premier League. I mean combined.
All around combined. I still don't think that he would. I think Pep would rest him for all the cup games. So FA Cup, Carling Cup, he would not see the sight of it. He'd only do Premier League games and Champions League games.
Yeah.
I rate Messi highly, and it's not like I'm saying he definitely won't get the 30 goals and 15 assists. I'm just saying that he's going to a club that isn't even the best in England at the moment. He's going to a club that really has shown us last season that really they don't have it all figured out. Man City have not got it all figured out.
But that's true. But with Pep Guardiola, you feel like you feel there's a bit of calmness. Like Barcelona, there's no calmness. Koeman's coming in, it's a new manager coming in. Yeah. He's not proven to us that he can handle the egos at Barcelona.
Yeah.
Whereas Pep Guardiola has managed egos everywhere he goes. And, okay, this is a bad season, but he's had 10, 15 very, very special seasons as well. So I don't doubt that if he comes, Liverpool fans aren't going to like this. And I praised Liverpool on our last video the other day, yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
I have to say, if he comes, Liverpool, it's over. This guy it's going to be a cakewalk. My pops speak to me yesterday and he said, look, as much as I absolutely hate Man United, I would rather see Messi go to Man United for the league. Because if he goes to one of the top two teams, Liverpool and Man City, it's going to ruin the league. Like, it's going to literally ruin the league. Whereas if he goes somewhere else, like Tottenham, Man United, somewhere, even though I don't think he's going to any of those places at all, it would be more competitive for the league.
It would be. But if Messi was to move to... And he's not going to Liverpool. I don't see it.
He's not. They can't afford him. They can barely afford.
If he goes to Man City, that would just take him over the hump for maybe the next 2 years at most.
But I think that's what Guardiola's got left in his City tank.
Really,
I don't see Guardiola being there past maybe 2-3 years max.
You think?
Honestly,
so?
If
Messi comes, then I agree. If Messi comes, then they're 2-3 years, and he's done out here.
They can walk out together. And there's just one thing which is I'm not too sure, but essentially the 700 million release clause. So basically Barcelona are going to try and sue Messi because they're saying that, well, this free transfer, we could have walked away in June, we didn't have to pay the release clause, has now expired, but because of COVID, we should be allowed to honour that. And Barcelona saying, regardless of what happens, we'll win this case. So there's this ongoing legal dispute that we could see ourselves. This could end really nastily. If this is all true and he actually does leave, it could be very, very bitter. And for the club's greatest player and one of the greatest players to ever grace the game of football, maybe the greatest, it would be a very sad way to leave, what he has built. It'll be very, very sad to see it that way.
Yeah, apparently there was a massive gathering in front of the new camp as soon as the news broke. I mean, if they didn't do that for anyone else, I didn't see that kind of fanfare when Neymar left. I didn't see that fanfare when some of the other superstars left. But it's kind of reminiscent of what happened to Ronaldinho when Pep Guardiola first took over. Because everyone is a fan of Ronaldinho. There's no one that doesn't like him, right?
Yeah.
And I still believe that he was at the top of his game. I didn't know that he used to go out partying and like how really relaxed he was and how much he really didn't like put his heart into the game until Pep came and kind of told the world, like, look, he's dispensable. We don't need him. And they ended up getting rid of him. So they did the same where they just cut off all his privileges and said, we can't afford for you to take this game lightly anymore. All this partying, all of this, because he was starting to gain weight and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it has to stop. And I feel like now that there's a manager change again, it's like, it seems like he's coming to the same end that Ronaldinho did. It's like abrupt. It's like you knew you could get a bit more from him. Why you're selling him or why you're getting rid of him? But
maybe Messi just realizes at 33, this is a new project with a new manager. If I go somewhere else, it's a new project with another manager.
Yeah.
Why don't I go where I loved and I knew in Pep Guardiola? And I've got friends there in, you know, some Spanish and Argentinian friends there.
Yeah.
Why don't I just go there? I think he's going. Not hot take, but hot take. He's going to City.
My take is that this is all baloney and he stays.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Anyway, Nayim, I really appreciate you guys. If you like the video, please like the video. Please share it with your family, your friends, anyone that you know. And we're just going to keep dropping bangers, right?
100%, man.
100%. Anyway, people, peace.
Peace out.